Water witching, dowsing, what it actually is, just magnetic fields, not water. Third grade science, iron filings sprinkled on top of a bar magnet. The iron filings take the path of the magnetic lines of flux. They're concentrated here and they spread out around the perimeter. Rock units have a magnetic identity. Excerpt from Practical Geophysics 2 for the exploration geologist. Rock units in the crust acquire a magnetism in the direction of the Earth's magnetic field, which is referred to as induced magnetism or magnetic polarization. The resulting induced field of a typical finite source body is dipolar. That is, it contains positive and negative, north and south. In effect, a rock with remnants acts like a bar magnet. Magnetic poles of rock volumes. This is a rock volume. This is the ambient magnetic identity within the rock volume. As stated in the geophysical literature, it's dipolar, north and south, magnetic lines of flux. Here are the 4 magnetic points that a water witcher identifies. As a water witcher with his rods walks across this rock volume, which is dipolar, having north and south, the magnetic fields are circulating around here. The water witcher will identify the 4 magnetic points. Since the magnetic lines of flux are concentrated within the magnet, point 2 and 3 have the stronger pull on the witching rods. 1 and 4 are the weaker. This is set in the vertical position just for a demonstration. Actually, the fractures tilt 45 to 75 degrees from the horizontal plane. This is the rock volume, so the magnetic lines of flux are actually on an angle. As a good witcher walks, he will identify the first magnetic pull, which is a weak one compared to 2 and 3. Then he will identify 2, and within 5 to 12 feet apart he will identify the third one. Around 15 to 30 feet apart he will identify the other fourth one. So between 2 and 3 it's the stronger magnetic pull, approximately 5 to 12 feet apart. From 2 to 1, the weaker pull is normally from 15 to 30 feet. 3 to 4, 4 is the weaker. One, 2, and 3 are the stronger pull, and 4 is a weak one. Wherever there is one witching target, there is a total of 4. Every witching target has 4 magnetic reactions. 1, 2, 3, 4. A water witcher will pick anywhere between 1 and 4 or anywhere between 2 and 3. Unfortunately, this is a hard rock volume. And even though it's a rock volume, you can see fractures. There are fractures everywhere. Wherever you drill, you will hit a degree of water if you drill deep enough. But the magnetic field circulates here. Rather than drilling on a witching target, you should be drilling at the bottom of the fracture zones here. If your witcher cannot identify all 4 magnetic points, get rid of him. The weaker fields at 1 and 4, and the stronger pulls are between 2 and 3. A water witcher identifies the ambient magnetic fields of rock volumes, not water. Magnetic properties of rock volumes. Magnetic lines of flux. It's concentrated in the middle. This is a weak pull where the magnetic lines of flux disperse. Number 2 and 3 are stronger, where the magnetic lines of flux are concentrated. And then 4 is a weaker point. Wherever there is one water witching target, there is a total of 4. A compass aligns with the magnetic field of the Earth. The water witching rods align with the magnetic fields of rock volumes. Here is a 3rd grade demonstration. A compass acts like water witching rods. As a water witcher is walking across the Earth, this magnet represents a magnetic field within rock volumes. The magnetic field circulates around like this. So there would be 2 strong pulls, and out somewhere in this range you will get a weak pull and a weak pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, and the 4th weak pull. The magnetic lines of flux are concentrated within the magnet. They disperse out. That's why 4 and 1 are weaker. 2 and 3 are stronger. Coincidentally, witching sticks react to the same 4 points like metal rods. Witchers will state that these 4 reactions are: you have 4 fractures. Between 2 and 3 is the water zone. Between 1 and 4 is the width of water, etc. These statements are false. Wherever you drill, you will find water. Truth. Water witching is 1 point better than EKS. At one time, I was Tony the Dowser, but my background is electronics, and not many people have figured this out. Homeowner wants water, so he has to resort to water witching.
I live in Alpine. I have 2 existing wells. They both produce about a gallon a minute. I'm trying to find some more water in the area. Decided I'd figure out what this witching thing was all about, witching dowsing. So I've identified the magnetic field in this area. There's usually 4 points to the magnetic field. I've marked them out with flags. The yellow flags indicate the outer, more weaker bands. The green flags indicate the most strong inner bands where the field converges in the middle. I'm now going to approach the field. I've just located the first weak outer magnetic field band as it's coming out of the earth. The distance between the yellow flags and the green flags can vary anywhere from 15 to 30 feet in general. Just identified the one of the center converging magnetic fields. As you can tell, the rods move a lot quicker, indicating a stronger point. This is where the field of the magnetic field converges and enters the ground. The distance between these two flags being the converging points is anywhere from 5 to 10, 12 feet. But then again, it varies. It's all depending on what's going on under the ground. Okay. Once again, I've indicated one of the center magnetic field converging points. Like I said, there's 2 of them that come in, indicating the center of the magnetic field. Now I'm going to walk another 20 to 25 feet to indicate the outer weaker band. Right here is the outermost weakest band of the 4 points.
Chris is pretty sharp. He's one of the few people I know, or the only person I know, who has figured out what water witching really is. Examples of water witching targets. When I get back from vacation, I will include the examples. Right now I'm in a rush for time, flying out tomorrow morning. Bye bye. If you check out the web page, waterlocating.com, you can leave an email.